People say, in a one-on-one fight, always bet on Kaido. Land, sea, and air. Out of every living thing in the world, this pirate is said to be the strongest creature alive. But how strong is Kaido really? I will be going over Kaido's different stats, using feats to find out his attack power, durability, and speed. After I'm done going over his stats, I will give my take on how I think he compares with the rest of the One Piece universe.
I'm a fire in my ladle!
Let's start out with how much damage Kaido can dish out. While in his dragon form, his breath attack was able to blow the top off of a mountain. While this kind of power isn't to be unexpected from one of the Yonko, it's easily one of the most devastating long-range attacks in the series. However, Kaido's real feat of strength is how he one-shot Gear 4 Luffy. While visually, this attack didn't cause a lot of damage to the surrounding area, the attack power needed to one-shot Luffy while in Gear 4 is actually immense. And Kaido probably wasn't even going all out. To find out how much power an attack would need to be able to one-shot Luffy, let's rewind the clock and look at some feats from the past. Roronoa Zoro was able to slice apart the mountain-sized Pika multiple times. Yet he was unable to slice through Doflamingo's threads. Doflamingo's threads have also withstood flaming meteors crashing into them at high speeds. Luffy, on the other hand, was able to break through them once he reached Gear 4. With his King Kong gun, Luffy was able to break through Doflamingo's armament Haki-enhanced God Thread attack and Spiderweb defense at the same time, and still hit him with enough force to send him into the ground, hard enough to fold a portion of the city below them. The potency of such an attack should at least be multi-mountain level, considering it broke through multiple of Doflamingo's threads, and still had energy to spare. And it could even be argued up to island level. King Kong Gun is Luffy's strongest cannon attack at this point in time though, and this was the only time he used it, so it's hard to scale it to other characters. But I do think Kaido's strongest attack should at least be on par with it, but it's most likely even stronger. Even if we ignore King Kong Gun, Luffy has gotten stronger since then, and the potency of his Gear 4 attack should all be pretty much around mountain level. And Katakuri was able to land attacks on Luffy that were on par with his Gear 4 attacks. Luffy was able to take multiple of these attacks and keep fighting, so Gear 4 Luffy's durability should be mountain level at the very least, but most likely higher. The fact Kaido was able to casually one-shot him means his attack power should easily be above mountain level. He's easily in the multi-mountain to island level range. With the power of the Quake fruit, both Whitebeard and Blackbeard have shown island level power. As a fellow Yonko, his power should at least be somewhat comparable. Kaido is called the strongest creature alive, but Whitebeard was known as the world's strongest man with the most powerful devil fruit. And the statement about Kaido was made after Whitebeard's death, rest in peace. So I don't think Kaido has power above the full power of the Quake fruit, and I don't believe there's enough evidence to say Kaido's above island level. Kaido's durability is just as impressive, if not more so than his attack power. He has been sentenced to death 40 times, but has never been able to be killed. He can't even kill himself. Kaido's hobby is to try and commit suicide, but he's so durable he never succeeds. He jumped off of a sky island from 10,000 meters in the air and came crashing down onto an island, and all he suffered from that immense fall was a bit of a headache. Even characters with more raw power than him like Whitebeard, and by hype Gold D. Roger, were killed by methods that couldn't even scratch Kaido. The fact he can't find a way to kill himself means it's very likely his durability is above his attack power. And like I said earlier, his attack power should at least be multi-mountain level and could be as high as island level. Kaido was able to take a barrage from Gear 4 Luffy with virtually no damage. And as I said earlier, each of Luffy's Gear 4 strikes should have at least around mountain level potency. Since Kaido completely tanked these attacks in rapid succession, that should put his durability at least at multi-mountain level, as I've already said. Kaido does have a massive scar on him though, so there's definitely something strong enough in his verse that can hurt him. Considering I haven't seen anything in One Piece that's clearly above island level yet, I'll say his durability caps out somewhere in the island level range. Even though he's bulky, Kaido is by no means slow. He straight up speed blitzed Luffy, which makes him even faster than Luffy's reaction speed. Keep in mind, Luffy has observation haki that allows him to sense oncoming attacks and even see the future. For Kaido to blitz him, he would have to be quite a bit faster than Luffy is. But how fast is Luffy? Well, it's hard to say exactly how fast he is, but he's reacted to lightning before, even before the time skip when he kicked away Eneru's lightning. Brook has also reacted to lightning when he saved Nami from Zeus. Lightning is about Mach 300, so if these feats are legit and not outliers, Kaido would be far beyond lightning speed. However, Luffy was unable to react to Eneru's lightning multiple times throughout the Skypiea arc, and Brook's feat could be argued as a gag, so I could see the speed feats being called under question. However, even if you ignore the lightning feats, Luffy has casually dodged bullets and outran explosions while just in his base form. This should easily put him in the double-digit Mach speed, and Gear 2 would just solidify him being there. Doflamingo was at least on par with Luffy without Gear 4 when it comes to speed, and his overheat attack was so fast that when it missed Sanji, mere moments later it cut a building in half miles away in Dressrosa. Gear 4 Luffy was able to easily dodge this attack and blitz Doflamingo. These feats and scaling should easily put Gear 4 Luffy's max speed in the triple-digit Mach range, and even if you want to try and lowball him below that, there's no way his reaction speed wouldn't be on that level, especially with the added bonus of his observation haki. That means Kaido is at the very least in the triple-digit Mach range for being able to blitz Gear 4 Luffy, and it's very likely that he's faster than Lightning, and possibly even in the 4-digit Mach range. If we accept the lightning timing feats by Luffy and Brook, there's no way Kaido isn't at least in the 4-digit Mach range by scaling. That's it for Kaido's raw stats, but I haven't even gone into his Devil Fruit yet. Kaido has a Zoan Devil Fruit that allows him to turn into a massive dragon. Strangely enough, he actually seemed weaker in his dragon form, despite its mighty appearance, as he was knocked around and even knocked completely out of his dragon form by Gear 3 Luffy's Elephant Gatling. Luffy's Elephant Gatling is by no means weak though, as he was destroying large portions of the Noah, which was comparable in size to Fishman Island. It's also worth noting that Kaido was drunk and taken off guard, so him getting beaten around by Luffy probably isn't a good indication of his strength in that form. Not to mention we haven't seen Kaido's hybrid form yet, if he actually has one, and if the Luffy vs. Lucci fight is anything to go by, that will probably end up being his strongest form. So it's pretty clear Kaido's strong, but how strong is he compared to the rest of the characters in One Piece? Is it actually true he's the strongest in one-on-one combat? I would have to say, probably not. It was stated he has tasted defeat 7 times, though we don't know the exact conditions that caused his defeat, or at what time period of his life his defeats took place in. Maybe he's currently the strongest creature alive, but I think Goldie Roger, Prime Whitebeard, and Prime Garp were all stronger than him. Looking at how old Whitebeard thrashed Akainu, how Doflamingo wasn't afraid of Aokiji or Fujitora, and how neither of them one-shot him like how Kaido one-shot Luffy, I would have to say Kaido is stronger than all of the admirals. The Yonko commanders might as well be fodder to Kaido, as he one-shot Gear 4 Luffy, who is upper Yonko commander tier. And another feat I won't go into due to manga spoilers backs this up. Big Mom is probably close to him in strength, and the fight may be as close as Akainu vs. Aokiji, but I would have to side with Kaido. Shanks and Dragon are possible contenders for the strongest character alive, but that's based completely off of hype and they don't have the feats to back that up. Whoever this mysterious ruler of the world guy is who sat on the throne nobody's supposed to sit on is another character I'm thinking could be really powerful. The only character I think has a solid chance of beating Kaido right now based off of what we know so far is Blackbeard. Right after obtaining the Quake Fruit from Whitebeard, he was able to use similar island tipping power right off the bat. Plus he has his Darkness Devil Fruit power which allowed him to beat Ace, and now he's had multiple years to practice and get better with both of them. Kaido still might have the physical stat advantage, but Blackbeard may be able to overwhelm him with the power of his Devil Fruits. Well, that's about all I have to say about how strong Kaido is. I don't want to stretch this video out to be too long, like Kaido's body. My back! If you like this video, please consider hitting the like button and commenting, as that will help me out and it will help motivate me to make more content like this. Subscribing and hitting the notification bell will allow you to be notified when I make more videos like this one, so if you don't want to miss any, make sure to do that. Please.